Hey, everybody. SLP, Suzan-Lori Parks here with the fabulous
I'm Polly Findlay.
Polly Findlay. We're going to do at the Bridge this fall, we're going to do White Noise. White Noise is a play about us working it out, or us trying to work it out, right? And so it's really important to for all of us to get together, to get in the room when we make it, to get in the room when we watch it, as people in audience, just to get together and try to sort out this world that we are living in right now, full of a lot of beautiful things and full of a lot of racial difficulty, disharmony, discord. So I'm really glad that this is one of the first plays that people might be seeing, because this is what we do. I mean, this is what I do theater for. I don't just do theater to like tra la la. No, there's a place for that, and that's cool too. But I do theater to like. My writing teacher, he taught me many things, and one of the things he taught me was, be fearless in your embrace of the difficulties of, specifically in my case, the Black American experience, and also be fearless in your embrace of the joy of the Black American experience. Mm-hmm. And the Black American experience is primarily the Black American experience, but it does involve, as we say on the corner, white folks. And to somehow, for us all to be getting in a room, you and me as playwright and director, getting in a room and like wrangling with this shit, working it out. Our wonderful cast, our wonderful characters, 4 friends, 2 white folks, 2 Black folks who are good friends, who and some shit goes down, and how do they deal with it? So I'm really glad that this is going to be one of the first plays that people see coming back after lockdown. Yeah.
One of the things that I think that struck me most about the play when I first read it was, as you know, I've been a huge fan of your work for a really, really long period of time. One of the things that I've always loved and really admired in the way that you write is that, like all great playwrights in a way, I think that there is something in what you write that is also somehow often writing about the theatre, about what the theatre is. Mm-hmm. And that this felt like it was doing something even beyond that, which was writing about the act of making theatre. So not just writing into the idea of what a play is in a room, what a story unfolding in a room is, but also writing into the idea of the act of making that play. And that this gesture that you've made, and this incredibly generous invitation that you've extended to me as a white director, to be able to be in a room with you and to be part of bringing this play to life in this particular context. I think that what you've done, or part of what you've done in making that invitation, is that you've kind of baked into the process the conversation that the play is encouraging everybody in the audience to have. And that feels to me to be creatively and emotionally and kind of formally really, really thrilling. And I'm so grateful for the chance to be able to go on that journey with you.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the chance to be able to go on the journey with you as well, because you and your directing, you are fearless and specific, which are 2 things that I love.
Is that, of course, I'm aware that you wrote this play in 2016 and that actually just revised it recently in 2021 for production. And just wanted to ask you whether you felt that the gesture that you're making in the 2021 version is fundamentally the same as the one that you were making in the 2016 version, or do you feel that actually the nature of that play playing out in this particular cultural moment is going to do something fundamentally different?
I think coming out of 2020 for me, well, the play was full of rage in 2016. And I used to call it, I call it my angry play. When the Bridge said they want to do it, I said to my agent at CAA, "Oh, they want to do my angry play." I was thrilled. And so now it's angrier. It's an angrier play. And yet it's more compassionate. And yet it's more ripping your heart open. It's more uh, as we say in the state, balls to the walls. It's more urgent. It's more, it's better. They really go there. And so I think the gesture is similar, but it's like this. And for everybody in the play, everybody is pushed in the play to take a good look at their shit and to somehow figure out a way to work it out.
Early version of the play, the characters had a history of bowling together. The bowling alley location has shifted to a gun range, and just wondered if we could ask you to talk a little bit
about. Let's talk about the gun range. Yeah, I wanted to make that change before our first production in New York. And I didn't. I just thought, well, I don't know, because, my play Top Dog Gun-a-Dog has a gun in it. This play always had White Noise always had guns in it from the very beginning, but I didn't bring them to the forefront because I thought, well, I don't know. I don't know if I was ready to go there with it. It doesn't fundamentally change the action of the play, the story beats, but yet it does somehow. It changes the tone. It ratchets it up. Bowling is a delightful, kind of comical, beautiful rhythmic activity, which I did a lot of in my childhood. Shooting it feels different, let's just say. I kept telling audiences in New York, are you ready to have the conversation? Are you willing to have the conversation? And some were, some weren't. I would watch people in the audience, some leaning in, some leaning back, some leaning back, some leaning back, like that, and I wasn't writing anything to shock them. I'm not that kind of writer. I'm so not. But I do dig, and I dig deep. And I open my heart, and I invite others to open theirs.